Viewers, I just repaired this device. Had a cheap Chinese bloody Huaguang compressor in it. But the motor was just tired. It just would not start. It would hum as if it was seized. Then it would eventually start. Nothing to do with the capacitor on it or anything like that. It just made out of a piece of junk. It's just crap. Viewers, my battery was died in this camera. So what I was saying was, I put the good old Australian made Tecumseh Kirby compressor in there from the 70s. I plumbed it all in. Got to do a charge to some hydrocarbon refrigerant, which is basically a high chill except bought at BCF as a camping gas. Works quite well there. Works very well. There it is, I said. The original Huaguang Danfoss Chinese knockoff that was in there just was not going to cut it anymore. The motor just wasn't turning, even though it's not seized. Just, I don't know. So I said capacitor has nothing to do with it. It's just an ordinary standard split phase AC motor. This will just kick start with a start winding, but it's not kick starting with a start winding, which means the winding must be of low grade copper or aluminium, and it's just change resistance or something. I don't know. Just stupid rubbish. This all works good. That's to sell. This now I've regassed it. That's got to be sold. That's an R152A unit. The been sitting out in the weather for about figuring 4 or 5 years, and these plastic clips broke away, and this fell off on a trailer, and it snapped off here on the capillary. I've fixed that now and regassed it, and it works really well. This fridge here works really well. I got this today from the guy. Now clean it up and sell it. This would have had one of those oh, this one, another one I got. It's an I remember these stickers. This machine contains R12, an ozone depleting substance, and may only be serviced or decommissioned by an accredited person. Yeah, remember that. And just as R12 stopped being sold in the shops, and R134A was just coming out. Gotta get a picture of that, just for historic reasons. Panasonic compressor. Cleaned out quite well in there. Classic Westinghouse design where the tray sits in there. I've got one of those trays in the back of the ute. Made a battery tray out of it. Works quite well. This one, well, I've had an email Westinghouse compressor with aluminium fins on it, like the one I've got in my fridge I restored. And you can see that many of those compressors died. I've seen many of these fridges with had to change compressor in them. It's a good old made in FR Germany Danfoss compressor. Why have I got a crappy paper sticker on them though? Oh well. At least the compressor's good quality. It's better than the Chinese heap of shit. But what they've done, they've put a nice big 25 or 30 gram filter dryer on there, modified the fitting, and put a bit of silicone on it to silence the rattling. These would have went down under here somewhere, an original compressor, but they're modified. I've got it to Danfoss. I don't do this anymore. Fridges aren't good enough quality anymore to do that with now. They're just crap. They're too crappy to fix now. So I would email, a classic email built Westinghouse. When Australia made everything. So now we rely on the Chinese and the Thai do it all now. Pretty much it's been melted. Someone's had a bit too much fun with the hairdryer, defrosting it. Idiots. That's not to worry about. They've been washed out. All been nice and cleaned. Just got to fix this door. That goes inside here. It's riveted, and the rivets are just, the expander bolts are just poured out. I can fix that. Ice cube tray, 420 litre. Made in Australia, but email limited. Which got destroyed by electrosucks. Frost free, 422. They had some nice leather handles on these, some of these models back in the day. I'll call this probably when Australian made fridges modernised and they were peaking at their peak when they were modernising. But as I said, toward the 2017 was the last year the last Australian made fridge rolled off the production line. But these work quite well, being clean, and I gotta sell them. It's too good to these are too good to scrap, so me and the guy will go halves in the profits, and I'm getting something out of it, and he's getting something out of it. And yeah, this These compressors here would have been originally in those resting houses, the one I just showed just now. So one of these compressors would have been in it, but these apparently weren't very reliable. Must have been just the way email made them, I suppose. That's pretty cool though, having a thing on it like that. Very unique design of a compressor too. Nice and spherical and square like. And this is the compressor that came out of the Playboy fridge I showed the first part of the video. This piece of junk. Huayi compressor, Jingzhou Co Limited. Huayi. I've seen Huaguang ones that look like this too. This little fancy thing on the top of it. The paint's even coming off, a little piece of junk. But yeah, it just won't start, it just hums. It did start a couple of times, but I don't know, it's just piss poor quality. Very poor quality, this thing. The Chinese never make anything bloody reliable. Nice and small, nice and light. Also, speaking of getting something out of it, and I got a nice good thank you gift, which I really like. A drinks dispenser, wall mounted. The clips all fell off and this was broken off here, and it lost all of its R12. Well, happened quite a while ago, so it's been sitting open for a bit. It was only a crack, it wasn't like nothing got in there, so put a new pencil dryer on it, fix that up. It's broken here in the original pencil dryer. It split open here, so because this had fallen off, I'd been sitting. But I'll see and fix that. 25 gram pencil dryer that is. I don't know why, but I think bigger pencil dryers just look better than small piddly ones. I don't know why, I just got a thing with pencil dryers on fridges. I think bigger ones look more quality like, I suppose. Just me. There's a bit of cold pouring out of there. Well, basically, this is all even this is made in Australia. Vending Industries Limited, made in New Zealand. Originally had 125 grams of R12, but I put R152A in there. Classic David Highway net, David Allen. Classic David Allen style, put some R152A in there. It'll look like I'm in a bit of a vacuum. Let's check let's have a look. It's definitely working. I'm just adding it bit by bit as I'm going. Let's have a look inside here. I've got the can in there, but that originally froze, so I can't actually get that out. It's stuck off the pierce to let the coke out of it and get it out. If it's more in there, alright. Well, it's working. Another phone call. Was working pretty well. It's acting like I've got a bloody blockage in the system. Put the gauges up, I've got friggin' vacuum on the low pressure side and about 180 psi on the high pressure side. That's strange, system was clear. Who knows? Who knows, who knows, who knows? It's on no condition. Here we go. Hear that? Oh, okay. I may have inadvertently overcharged the system. Maybe I overcharged it. This line was getting cold. Wasn't sweating, like wasn't frosting or sweating. And here we go. Okay, well, maybe I got too much. Normally if you overcharge a system, you hear the compressor go knock with liquid in there. Okay. This system's behaving differently. Bit of a learning experience, so oh well. Here we go. Start the compressor. No, turn it off. It's not starting, too much pressure, see? Look at a weird behaviour here. It's behaving like the capillary is blocked, like I've got a restriction. Yeah, it's behaving like I've got a restriction. That was getting all hot in here, so it was blocked in here. Yeah, that makes sense, but strange. Very strange. This is I made sure when I buy these filter dryers, these work in both directions, because some you get have an arrow, they only work one way only, but this one's clearly the designer had to go one way anyway, because the capillary goes there, and that can only go on that end. But some you can get, which can go either way, but this is definitely the right way around. That's a strange one. What is going on there? Overcharged? Who knows? Strange. See, it starts. Yep. With the turn light, we're getting. There we go, you hear it now, see? Because it works and it stops. So, what's going on there? I wonder if it's laid on its side, or oil or something's in there or something like that. It wasn't open like wide, there was just the line was cracked when it was broken, it was not open completely, so I doubt water or ants or shit would have gotten in there. I blew it out anyway with purged, and nothing really came out of it anyway, so that could be pretty much be ruled out. That sounds pretty healthy. Having a high pressure tap actually helps. Do be careful because liquid and oil sprays out of that and you get yourself frostbite. Just be aware when you're doing high pressure side of a refrigeration system. And you can get yourself blasted, frostbite and blasted with oil, so just something to be aware of. Small systems like this is not so bad, but big systems, then it's really dangerous. Especially when you're working with CO2 systems, it's bloody extremely dangerous with CO2. What Woolworths are going to now with their fridges they get from China, the big island, the big oils, the frozen oils, all that equipment all comes from China. But they make it really strong because the CO2 runs at 2000 psi on the high side and about around 700 down to 500 in some places on the low side, and they have it so that the evaporator is very strongly built because if it's CO2 tends to go supercritical. They have things that look like that are blow off valves that vents to the atmosphere if something major goes wrong. For something big that size that the shops, the Woolworths use, and the pressure's no bigger than this. It just pumps like stupidly high pressures to keep that whole system sustained. It's unbelievable how they do it. CO2, also known as R744. See, it sounds good now. It sounds healthy. There's definitely enough in there because that's slightly getting cold. Yeah, we're getting cold. You can take this out too. Get the hand further behind there. I'll show you how this little bit here works. Camera down for a second. Me thinks I overcharged it. Maybe I did overcharge it, you know. Getting cold there, stops getting cold about here. Yeah, I let a little bit of gas out, so now it's starting to get warm, room temperature about there. That's all frosted. That's all ice. That sounds better. I think I overcharged it. Yeah, I overcharged the poor damn thing. Too much liquid, see? First, how this dispenser works. Just careful, lay that down. Let's say 12 volts. No, hang on. Yeah, 12 volts. And there's all the things that get triggered. Turns those gears, spits your can out. This one I can't turn, the bloody can's stuck. Ta-da! See? Works with this one, made in Switzerland. The bloody can is not covered out. I have to pierce that can. See how it's expanded? This must have, someone's played with this, I reckon they've froze it. That's been frozen like that. I can't get that can out. So make that turn on, it's going to burn that motor out. I have to pierce that can, let the coke out and get it out in pieces. Sire is a brand. Yep, look at that. Fully frosted. So they go cold. Stops getting cold about here. There we go. It's about right now, the pressures. Yeah, that's better. It's going to run all the time now because I've got the door open. But I'm going to get that can out. We know these work now, beautifully. Yeah, you can put your $2 coins in there, it's your coin box. Now the bloke has another one of these, a newer one, which he's keeping for his man cave. He got about $20 of coins out of it, which is pretty cool. Make up a switch button thingy to go there and have my own little inserts. It's been out in the weather for about 5 years. So damage is only cosmetic. How cool is this? So I'll get some coins for that. Whatever how much they are actually set to. I'll see if that coin thing works. Well, I'll get this can out because if I turn this on accidentally, I don't want to burn that motor out. That's better. Ah, that's better. That just sits like that there. That's your thermostat. I'll have to clean this all out. And yeah, we give it, have it all set up in the shed on the wall. Replace that door seal. Get some new locks, get everything cut, and she's good to go. This really made my day getting this. How awesome is this? Yeah, I did spit all over me, taking the high pressure out. The little bit of oil that came out, let's just say 152A is definitely missable with the mineral oil. So I'm pretty confident I can safely use R52A everywhere. Because the oil just, yeah, was mixed and it was foamy. Which, yeah, okay, wasn't going hard or anything. As I said, I've read online and people have done experiments with it. It's yeah, it works quite well. It's the right type of happens to be the right type of HFC that doesn't make mineral oil turn to tar and go all gluey. Because the R134A will do that with mineral oil, and that's a HFC refrigerant. Anyway, let's get this thing all put back together. I don't know how much cans you put in here, but I'm guessing about 20 or something per one. Awesome. Bobby Dazzler. Anyway, live and learn. I put too much refrigerant in it. Oh well, no harm done. We're on the high pressure side now, so I can do some proper readings, which, okay, well, we're getting there, Anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, viewers, well, speaking of going super critical, I didn't get this on camera, but getting this out, started the screwdriver and spray it all over me. Oh dear, smells a bit manky. What's a use by date? 28th of November 2015. 6 years past its use by date. Oh, that's funny. If this works. Yep, it works. Beautiful. Didn't damage it, so no one's tried running it with it stuck in there. Anyway, that's how sticky and manky now. I'll give this a good clean. Oh, I'm confident this thing works fucking beautifully. I mean, I'm very happy with that. I know YouTube's a bit of a Karen when it comes to swearing and everything now, but oh well. Too big, too greedy, too corporate, too Karen, as they say now. I'm really excited this is working. Unstick that with some sticky stuff. This is soapy water I use to test for leaks. There's that little something that will stick on me. Anyway, viewers, let's clean up and yeah. Thought I might show that. Sharma did get that came up, it's quite funny. Oh well, thanks for watching.